Hi, this is in reference to enhancement 19111, the ability to create tooltips on any form element on any page within SAMIS. So I'll give you an example here. If we were to go to SAMIS and under agencies, we're going to go to create new agency. Let's say you wanted to create a tooltip for agency name. So the way we have do this is in two parts. One is first identifying the page, which is this URL that you see at the top here, and then also the element on that page. So in this case, agency name. If we're using Chrome or Firefox has this as well. If you right click on the label and do inspect, it comes up with some code at the bottom here, the HTML code that generates this form. But the key part we want is for the label tag, which is what's automatically highlighted because that's what I choose to inspect on. There's a for attribute, and the for attribute tells me the field name that this element is, in this case, the input box for agency name. So I'm just going to copy this. And from here, what I want to do is open up a new tab with the admin area. So if I go to admin here, under options, page tooltips, this is a new item that's showing for system administrators. If I go to page tooltips, what I want to do here is click on add, and it's going to ask me for the path and then the element ID. Now, because I've already pasted in or copied the element ID to my clipboard, I can just go ahead and paste it here. So that's the element ID. Go back to the second tab. What we want to do here is get the path. And if you copy the entire path, you'll notice that it's going to strip out the first part of the URL, which is the brower-dev.samis.io, because I'm on the dev site. And the reason we do that is because if we move content from production to dev or dev to production, we really don't need the host name in there because the path is really the key portion here. So I'm just going to copy this URL and I'm going to paste it in the path field. And you'll notice here that it did remove the host name and everything else before. So this is really the true path of the relative path of that page that I'm on. And now comes the part where I want to enter in the tooltip. So in this case, I may say, let's say something like, please enter the proper legal name as defined in Sunbiz. And obviously that's not the right one, but you can add whatever content you want into that space, and then I can go ahead and save it. Now, once this has been saved, if I go back to that previous tab, and you'll notice we don't have a tooltip marker there. If I just go ahead and hit refresh, now we have a tooltip. I can mouse over it and it's going to show the content that I just created. So you have that ability to create it for any of the form fields that have already been defined. These are ones that are defined outside of the design module or the form design tool. So for any of the previously existing elements, and it doesn't have to be just form fields, by the way, it can be other elements within a page, but you'd pretty much use this mostly for form fields. So that's it. That's how you create tooltips now for any form element within SAMIS or any of the other modules that we have in there for you.